Hello, hey y'all, hey everybody. How are y'all doing today? Hope everyone's doing well. So it is Thursday here for me. I'm at home. I'm at a different location. I'm off of Mimi duty today. My daughter didn't have clinic today, so I'm just sharing a chat with you here at my kitchen table. So welcome. I appreciate you being here. So would you like something to drink? I can offer you coffee, tea, water, sparkling water, and Alani. I think that's it. But I would offer you a drink. I would offer you a snack. I don't have any snacks. Sorry. No snacks today. I could offer you lunch. Maybe another time. Okay. But come on in, make yourself at home. And I just want to share some things with you. Like I said, in between the laundry going today, something that I finished this week. Also, some things that I haven't shared with you. And another little side hobby that I've started. Like I need another hobby. So when I spoke with you before, my husband and I talked about doing a video, not a video. We enjoy doing that video together. I enjoy hanging out with my husband. We have the best time. And but we're not planning on doing a video Saturday. We're planning on doing a market Saturday. And so I'm looking out the window. I have a female cardinal coming to the feeder, and I need to put out some bird feed. She's like fussing at me. I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back from feeding the bird/squirrels. It was just a matter of seconds before I came in, and the squirrel is now having him a snack. But I did grab something to drink right quick, some sparkling water. So now, what have I talked to y'all about so far? I think I did all of the introductions, telling you what the video is going to be about, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this will look okay. The lighting and everything will look okay, because I don't want to have to redo it. So we'll see. But back to what I wanted to share with you today. You're at the kitchen table hanging out with me, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you everyone that always comments or just for watching. I appreciate you being here. And I'm really going to try not to get distracted from the windows here in the front with all the wildlife and people going by. So I'm going to stay focused. So I did want to share with you a make that I did finish, an amigurumi make today. I made it with this Premier Basic yarn. This was a full skein. This is what I have left. I made it with this color also. This is light mauve, Premier Basic 4 worsted. Premier Basic 4 worsted. And my handy dandy Clover 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. And I used one of the books that I got for Christmas. I'm in the process of working through my pattern books. This is the Amigurumi Made Easy by Mariska Voss Bowman. DIY Fluffies. That's weird. Why would it say DIY Fluffies? With video tutorials for all crochet stitches. Anyway, I'll leave the link for this down below, and I'm sure I didn't pronounce her name right, because that's what I do. I cannot pronounce very well all them vowels. So what did I do out of this book? So I talked about working from all the books I got for Christmas. I do have a couple of videos I'll leave in the link down below of all the Amigurumi books that I received for Christmas. Did I show those to y'all? I think I did. And I also showed you the other Amigurumi books that I have in my library, and I worked through them too. So my plan is at least to work one project out of all the books that I have. So I've been making plushies, but from time to time I do like to work with worsted weight yarn. So I went in my craft room, and this was the first book on the stack that I had from Christmas. And so I grabbed it, and I made this little owl right here. I think it was Crochet Ma for Life. She made this owl, and it was so stinking cute. So I think it was Kelly that made this owl that I first saw this book. Added it to my Amazon list and my Amazon wish list, and my husband and family shopped from that list for me for Christmas. So are y'all ready to see this cute little owl? Well, he ain't little. Look how adorable this is. He's turned out so stinking cute. And yeah, so my daughter, look, we match. I found the lavender sweater in my closet, and I'm thinking I need to go shop for some colorful tops because I have a few, but they don't fit anymore. So I need to go clothes shopping. I know y'all didn't want to hear that. So, but you are sitting at my kitchen table, so we can chit chat about whatever we want. You're probably thinking, no girl. Oops, sorry for shaking the table. So I made this little owl. Took me, I don't know, probably about a week and a half. I would work on it off and on while I made different things for market, did some pattern tests. I'm in the process of doing another pattern test. I'm using worsted weight yarn. Looking forward to share that with you. But he is honking huge. My daughter's like, how long did it take you to make her? And I don't know, probably off and on a couple weeks, but I enjoyed making it. When I first, all these pieces and parts are sewed. You got this big oblong ball. I was really stressed out about the eyes. Y'all heard my dilemma about the eyes. So I went in my craft room and found some of the larger black safety eyes, and I used my E600 glue, so I was able to take a toothpick and just smear it around on the back side. I did pretty good. I didn't have like glue on my eyes or on my fingers, so the toothpick kind of helped me guide that where I don't over glue, because I do have a tendency to glue like a kindergartner. I just get it everywhere. And so I was kind of nervous about sewing the eyes on because I wanted them to be straight. And so I'm bad about not having pins. I didn't pin anything down while I sew. I'm bad about that. I need to keep pins in my crochet bag, my project bags. I have them. I have stick pins, straight pins. But it was a labor of love. Not hard to make at all. Very basic sewing, you know. I probably could have stuffed it a little bit more. I could have stuffed the ears a little bit more, but I thought he was cute. I didn't add the tail because the tail is like a cone shape. Let me see if I have it in my bag. I'll show you. And so I worked on it some when I was keeping Little Man. It's supposed to be purple, but it's like a cone shaped tail, and I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't know. I don't like the design of the tail. So he's going to be tailless. So I thought it was adorable. And I'm glad I chose the owl to make. So this is Hootie the owl. Reminds Hootie and the Blowfish. Y'all remember Hootie and the Blowfish? So that's Hootie right there. So really any color that you wanted to make Hootie in, I think will turn out great. So I knew I've been wanting to do some worsted weight projects. I do from time to time go from worsted weight to plushies and back to plushies and a mix of both. And I made a big order of this Premier Basix worsted weight number 4 yarn. So this is a full skein, and this is how much of the wisteria. I love wisterias. So beautiful. Sidetrack. So this is what's left. So it used a good bit of yarn. I was doing rounds for days, but it's cute. Can you imagine doing this in plushie yarn? It would be huge. So I've been wanting to do some more of the worsted weight projects from my books. I've got all these books to work with. So I put a big order in from Premier for Premier Basix. I think I got like almost one of every color that I like. Some of the softer muted colors. And I found out about this yarn. When I first started doing Amigurumi, I would research different, who's out there, who can educate me, who can tell me about this process. And there wasn't a lot of info out there, but I did come across Elise Rose Crochet. Back then she was Les Petite Crochet, maybe. But she's changed her brand since then. And she was making amigurumi, and all of her stuff was so cute and so whimsical, and I loved her style. And she's even changed over the years. When I first started watching her, she would use 4-weight worsted yarn, 3.5 millimeter furls crochet hook. So I got me a furls, I got me some worsted weight yarn. She really liked the wool blend yarn. She liked Barocco vintage for amigurumi. So I really liked her style and the things that she made. So that's what I started off with. I did some things in Barocco vintage, not my favorite yarn to work with for amigurumi. And as I've watched her channel grow, she's also grown with the information that she shares as she continues her crochet journey and her amigurumi journey. Anyway, long story short, she did a video on this Premier Basix worsted weight yarn, and I've been needing some worsted weight yarn. I picked some up from time to time from Joann's. I'm not a big fan of Red Heart. I've used Red Heart, I don't mind, but I like this yarn. It's not quite as soft as I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby, but I did not have a huge selection of worsted weight colors. The worsted weight yarn I have in my stash is usually I picked up from here or there, Walmart, Dollar Tree, stuff that's been on sale at Hobby Lobby, just a hodgepodge of colors. But Elise Rose Crochet mentioned she really enjoyed this yarn as an affordable yarn with all the colors. It crocheted really well. It didn't split. I used my Clover 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. It did not split. It's not quite as coarse as Red Heart Super Saver, but it's not quite as soft as I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby, but it doesn't split. It crochets really well. And y'all, look at this center pull. That is a dream right there. So all of these yarns, except for my red, I couldn't find the yarn in on the red, but all of these have a center pull. That's just yummy. I don't know how else to describe it. I mean, it's like, yes, center pull. Yay. All right, I am not sponsored by Premier. They did give me something to fill out so I can be affiliated with them. And it was this long legal paperwork that I just didn't have the time or the brain space to read. And I've never done it. So, but this is not sponsored by Premier. I'm not sponsored by anybody but myself. And I did have a couple sponsorships, but I put paid sponsor. I think it was a Munbine printer, and like a heating pad for your shoulders. I still use that heating pad. And I got reached out to by a couple other companies to sponsor or to do a video. It was a crochet box, monthly box. And I don't know. I don't think it's something I would use. I don't think it's something that would benefit me. So I decided not to go with that. And knives. Somebody reached out to me to try some knives. I don't know, y'all. I sponsor myself so I can say what I want, when I want, how I want right now. So, but no, I'm not sponsored by Premier, but I do like this yarn a lot. And I got a big box of all different beautiful colors because it's fairly cheap. And I'll leave the link down below also. It's a lot of yarn. I don't remember exactly how much I paid for it. Let me go get my iPad. Hold on. I am back. So I'm gonna pull up my order so y'all chat among yourself while I do this. So I ordered it straight from Premier's website. Only thing, they didn't have a white. The white was out. And I'm doing a project, a test for somebody, and I needed whites. So I just went on Amazon and ordered the Premier Basix white. Now I probably could use some white that was in my stash, but I wanted to have the same yarn for the whole project, especially for testing. So I'm pulling up my order. View your order. Yes, I accept cookies. Speaking of cookies, I'm like getting hungry. I'm gonna have to get some lunch here in a little bit. Asked me to use my thumbprint. No, I don't want to change my password. I just want to see what I ordered. Just want to see, just show me what I spent money on. So at the time that I ordered it was $3.99 for this skein of yarn, and it is 359 yards, 200 grams, 7 ounces, 200 grams. So it's a lot of yarn. You can get a lot of amigurumi projects out of this. Even though as big as this was right here, I still think I have enough. I mean, I still have enough for another project, I think. I don't know if I have enough for another owl. Didn't do the math, didn't weigh it, but I'm sure I'll have enough for another amigurumi project. So back to working from my books. I did this a while back. I think I did this while traveling to and back from Key West on my birthday. And I don't think I ever showed her to y'all. It was out of this book, Hello Amigurumi. This was a book that was on my Christmas list. And Happy Childhood Days. I seen a YouTuber, several of you YouTubers show this book, show some things that you made from this book. And it's like, I want this book in my library. I added the doll that I made from this on my Instagram. So if you kind of want to keep up with what I make kind of real time, it'll be in my Instagram. And my husband has such a great idea. I was prepping for market Tuesday. You look dark. And I was prepping for market Tuesday, and I was trying to get everything in my square, taking pictures. And he's like, girlfriend, why don't you, when you take pictures on your Instagram, go ahead and put it in your square. He's a genius. And y'all probably thinking, yeah, that's what I do. Guess what? I didn't do that. So I need to start doing that. Anyway, back to my Instagram. I'll leave that link down below. So I made, let me show you the little girl that I made. And I made her because she reminds me of my granddaughter. So I made little Susie right here. My granddaughter, she loves her hair short and she's an artist. She's not black-headed, but this is little Susie, y'all. Look, isn't she just precious? I enjoyed making this. She was so much fun, and I think she's adorable. I love her. She is sticking. I so enjoyed making this. This was a good card project for me. So this is from Happy Crochet, etc. I made it with Yarn Art Jeans 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. I used my Clover hook, and I love her. I think she is adorable. So I do go from different yarn fibers. I do like the plushy acrylic. No, I do like the plushy yarn, the blanket yarn. I do like working with the acrylic. It's not my favorite to feel, but I like the product from the acrylic yarn, and I like the fact that it's a lower price yarn, and you can pretty much get it in any colors you want. But I enjoy Yarn Art Jeans, and I have a basket full. I forgot about, because I have like teddy bears on top of it, because I tried to make best of the space in my craft room. And when I was moving stuff out for market, I'm like, there's my Yarn Art Jeans. But I'll dig that out too if I want something to be smaller. So this is little Susie. I think she is adorable. So that's two more things that I've made from my books that I got for Christmas. And I went back into my craft room today. I'm like, let me grab another book. Oh, I'm gonna reach around. So I grabbed the one that was like right on top of the stack. And this is the second book that I grabbed. In no order, it was just what was sitting on top of the stack. And it's The Wonderful World of Amigurumi by Khuc Cay. I love Khuc Cay. Khuc Cay was probably one of the first amigurumi books that I bought. Recommended once again by Elise Rose Crochet. And yeah, I can't wait to work out of this book. I learned so much from Khuc Cay. She does such a good job showing you how to do different little details. That little squirrel's laid out flat on the deck ledge, just eating. Those things crack me up. So I do like this skunk, this little skunk. And these are not quick makes. These are makes that will take a while. So I'm not, oh, the ostrich, y'all, and the bee, and the fox. I'll see if I can show you this page right here. So I may do something out of here in the Yarn Art Jeans. We'll see. But I do like Khuc Cay. I have, I think, every one of her books now that is in English, I think. Like I said, I will post links to where I talk to you about my amigurumi books. I want to find the little ostrich. It is cute. I've never made an ostrich before. I know I've seen a lot of you makers out there. The little giraffe. Oh, Malanta. Where is the giraffe, you guys? Not the giraffe. What did I say? Ostrich. I'm thumbing through. Oh, the little bee. I've enjoyed making bees, especially with the mystical cinder and sunshine yarn. I love that tie-dye effect that it gives. But this is Anne the Bee. Adorable. I haven't had bees at my market for a while. And but I enjoy making them. I think everybody, Remy the ostrich, and I do have Pip Squeak yarn for that. Isn't it precious? Also, I got the goose pattern from Mama Made Minis. I've been wanting to make a goose. I also saw where Rose and Lily has a free online tutorial for a small goose. I want to do that too. But another thing I want to share with y'all that I made with worsted weight yarn is this Notorious Mushy Boy right here. Y'all, this thing, He is made with worsted weight, 4 worsted weight yarn, 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. He's got the little booty, he's got the wobble head that pivots. I think I need to go and do some more love with the head. The hat, I didn't do the hat in all the rounds as it's suggested, so I might need to go and make the hat again. You work, if you're gonna make it, you're not gonna make it overnight unless you work through the night. So I think I need to redo the hat, but it was turning out like this hat's gonna be huge, but I don't know. So when it got time to do the dots, I was over it. I'm like, I'm not doing dots for this thing right now. I may go back, or little dots, you do round, circle, probably a magic ring, and put the little dots up here. I think I'll just go through and do white stitches. I know I get burnt out real easy starting projects, and I guess because it was all white and I didn't have anything else, it was just like going around and around and around. Anyway, the hat is not, I didn't do a good job on the hat because I was like trying to cut corners, making it smaller, and I just poofed it up. But he is stinking cute. I mean, he's very photogenic. He does like to strike a pose. Bing. He looks cute on my shelf though, when I can like stand him up and make sure he stays still. But this is from Critter Stitch. This is the Epic. Ding. My close-up, Mr. DeVille. Unless, like I said, it's up to you. Is it an easy make? Yes, it's an easy make. I may make it again in a worsted weight yarn, or I don't know if I will or not. But I made him. He's cute. And yeah. Y'all have all seen him. And this is my mushroom guy. And I think that's all I want to say about that. Also, back in the 90s, when my kids were little, well, they were all born in the 90s. And I was just a young kid myself, in my 20s. So my kids were born, my son was 92, my oldest daughter 94, my baby girl's 96, so I'm still in my 20s. And I used to do all kind of crafts. I was a glue gun queen, wreaths, I would make dolls, I would do, if it could be hot glued to make it pretty, I made it pretty. Because back then it was like that country cottage look or aesthetic, as you would want to say. The mauve walls, you had the white goose with the blue bow and the bonnet. And I would do cross stitch, and I would do that paper cut, I forgot what you call it, but you have your little knives and you're cutting out paper and a design, and it's all connected, and then you put it behind another sheet of paper and you frame it. And I would do that. And then life got busy. I had 3 kids 2 years apart, and it was a lot of fun. We had good times, but it was a busy, busy household. We always had something going on, as you know, all you young mamas. But I'm like, I want to start back cross stitching. So as you've seen on my Instagram, I picked up a little kit, and y'all like my bag. Y'all like my cross stitch bag. I have my neck lights. I have my magnifying readers because I can't see these little dots. Back then, I didn't have any issues seeing. Now, I can't see worth diddly. So this is a kit that I got from Walmart. They had a bunch of kits to choose from, but I figured this one probably simpler with me starting back. And I need to go either in the basement or the garage. I think I may have a box of this stuff. Patterns, the magnetic boards to keep my place. I used to have it in storage for my floss. But I got this kit from Walmart. There's the pattern. I take a highlighter and I highlight the rows as I do them. And then I stopped highlighting the rows as I do them. And so my little cactus is kind of wonky. It doesn't match, but you wouldn't know it unless you have this pattern, unless I tell you. But this is a kit. You know how things are when it comes in a kit. So the floss I'm getting kind of frustrated with because it's knotting up. It's a hot mess back there. It keeps knotting up. I don't know. I'm not happy with this floss. So what I may do is just frame this part, pull this out and just frame this part, and it's done. I ordered another kit from Hirschner's. I'm gonna try it out, see how it works. I also think I would like to go to Hobby Lobby and see what crochet cross stitch they may have. And one of y'all reached out to me and said, welcome to the cross stitch community. There's a thing out there called floss tube. Did y'all know that? Oh my goodness. They make the most beautiful pillows, wall hangings. And I've enjoyed doing it. I enjoy seeing the colors come together on the canvas. Ada, as it's called, I learned that. I used to call it canvas back in the 90s. I didn't realize it was called Ada. But I can remember hanging out with my friend. We'd sit there, watch TV, and cross stitch. My mom taught me how to cross stitch. My mom does beautiful work with embroidery. I have embroidery stuff in my craft room also. It's in a project bag. All of it's right there. But back to what I was saying. I don't know if I'm going to finish this because I am not loving the floss. I should have known better to get a kit. It's a hot mess. But I did get another kit from Hirschner's because it was cute. It was like rain boots with flowers in it. So y'all, who knows where I'm going to end up with my crafting journey. I've always enjoyed crafting, sewing. I sewed when my children were young, hot glue queen, making wreaths, all kinds of things. I went out to my mom's, checked on them. She's doing good. I said, Mom, you have any cross stitch stuff? And she's like, well, and she was showing me all of her embroidery stuff that she's doing. And my mom's an artist too. She paints, she does sewing. She used to make all my clothes were homemade until I got old enough to buy my own clothes. And so she's very talented, just beautiful seamstress. Does great embroidery. She paints. She will paint. If a piece of furniture stays still long enough, she's going to paint it. But talking about going back out to my mom's, and she was looking for cross stitch stuff. I was just seeing if she had anything. There was the mop doll that I made for her. She still had it hanging on the wall. I'm like, Mom, you still have that? She's like, yeah, you made it and gave it to me. So I don't know if you remember the mop dolls. If I find a picture, I'll insert it right here. I think I took a picture of it. If I did, I'll share with y'all. But who knows where I'm going to end up. I just enjoy crafting. And you know, that's why I started doing markets, because I was just crocheting so much, doing loveys. And my husband's like, what are you going to do with this? I'm like, I don't know, but I can't stop. So I do love plushies. I do love crocheting. And right now I want to do some dishcloths. I enjoy crocheting dishcloths. It's feeling that cotton fiber through my fingers. I know y'all know we want to do it all. I enjoy photography. I enjoy knitting or trying to knit. It's like I need to dial it in, but do I really? I don't think so. And I'm thinking I want to sew again. I want to sew some more bunnies. And what was the name of the bunny? Luna Lappin and Friends. Y'all, I'm rambling. I think that's all I have to share with y'all. I do But thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you sharing your Tuesday with me, sitting across from me at my kitchen table, enjoying a cold drink or hot coffee. And hopefully y'all have a great rest of your week. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.